You may think you're alone and disempowered, but you never are. And here's a way to ensure you never will be. The A-Team, named after the movie and the show where people are called, like special forces, to deal with certain situations that are difficult and painful and tricky and subtle and sophisticated. So your A-Team is enlisting and enrolling people in your life to being a social support. They may lend co-regulative attention, like they're there just to listen and feel and hear you and to hold space. Or they may be there to add their advice and coaching, suggestions, distinctions, awarenesses. But how you do it is you make a commitment to not venting, not complaining, not, using them to feel better or getting on the phone and, pushing them to become your God, like, hey, I need you to help me out of this thing. No, instead you make a commitment to getting yourself out of the thing in your listening or in their listening with a commitment to uplift and inspire them. So you're not just being this stubborn jerk who's like taking from them all the time. I did that in the past with generous people who would coach me. And so the A-Team is like, you've got your list of people. They've opted in to being for you, which you're committed to being for them. And this is to remember you at your best when you're at your worst, to hear you as a possibility, like as what's available to you truly, despite whatever disempowering suffering or resistance or breakdowns might be going on in your life or your ego. And so the being in communication with these people allows you to step into how they listen to you, even if it's just to leave a voicemail on their phone, right? Where you're like, hey, I'm dealing with this thing, and oh, I imagine you'd respond this way. And you're committed, again, to leaving them uplifted and inspired. You're committed to creating a breakthrough in their listening using what you know and whatever they want to contribute that feels aligned and inspiring and nourishing to them, that leaves them uplifted. So it's net positive, the contribution you're making. And then when they need you in a similar way, you do the similar thing. When you're available, right? You're not always available. So I have many coaches, and I tend to reach out when I'm disempowered. There was a situation Saturday where I was triggered by this guy who didn't show up for his sales call. There were several people. And I communicated, and at first it was from victim and blame and shame and judgment and just pissed off. And then I kept deleting the audios that I sent to him because his listening, even though he wasn't physically present for a conversation, restructured how I listened to myself. And so there arose this wealth of possibility and opportunity and flexibility and agility in relation to my life. So you can create an A-Team even if you don't have a professional coach you've invested in. I highly recommend it. It's worked for me for years. It started almost like 10 years ago. And no more than 10 years ago. So the A-Team is how you get re-empowered when you distinguish and notice that you're disempowered with the help of other people, with a little help from my friends.